All right. Awesome. Wow. Hi, ladies. Hi, everyone. All right. So, as usual, I'm just going to spend a few minutes or so to have more ladies join us. So, this is actually quite impromptu because initially I was thinking of doing one tomorrow evening, but then I thought, you know what? I got some time, right? Plus, I've been getting some questions, since yesterday. So I wanted to come on here and answer them while they are still hot and fresh. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I'm just going to begin because I don't want to take up too much of your time, particularly if you are going to be watching this on the replay. Okay, so and as usual, when you come on here, just let me know if everything is okay. So in terms of the voice quality and stuff. Okay, so I believe somebody asked me a question on the Facebook group, mainly about the program though. So let me just get right into it before I even forget about it, because that's one of the reasons why I came to answer your questions. Okay, so the question says, let me just go to make sure I'm answering the right question. So the question is actually mainly about the 7 days to moisture retention blue, 7 days to moisture retention program. So let me just paste the link on here for those who are going to be watching the replay and for those who are going to be watching live. Okay, so the question, because right now I have the special 3 day hotcakes promo going on. So it ends tomorrow evening at 10 p.m. Eastern time. And let me just go see what the question is about. So it says, so I'm interested in buying a course, and you mentioned one protein treatment. Yeah, so the treatment, it's a really popular protein treatment, and I actually have it in my house right now. So yeah, so you are gonna be able to get that protein treatment in the UK. Because I always recommend products that is easily accessible. So Susanna, I hope I answered that question. Yeah, so the one protein treatment, it is something that you can get from the UK or even get from most countries, I believe, right? So you don't have to worry about that. You will get it, and so the other question, I want to check to see if the products you need are available in the UK. So the UK, I mean, being a popular country and a big country that it is, I believe that most natural hair products are available in the UK, and that's the reason why um, another thing I'm going to be talking about in the program will be alternative products, right? That you can use to, just in case natural products are too expensive or, maybe not accessible for you, right? Because for me, I don't live in the US as well. So I completely understand how you ladies feel when you watch a YouTube video and you can't even access the products, right? Because, they're not available, right, in your city or sometimes in your country. Yeah, so the products will be available in your country, right? So it's just a matter of finding an alternative. So if you already have a product that's working for you, right? So you can continue to use that for the course. Like you don't have to go and, spend more money buying, new products. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Wakina. How are you? Thank you so much for joining. Okay, so this is actually it's an informal Q&A. So I'm just coming here to answer any questions because I've been, you know, given a lot of, tips and more tips. So, and sometimes, TMI, too much information can cause a lot of overwhelm, right? So I try not to, put out too much content, right? Because obviously our hair needs time to be able to, absorb any nourishment or whatever, right? So I try not to put out too much content and just make sure it's enough. Okay, so Wakina, if you're on my email list, I sent out an email yesterday about a special 72-hour promo deal for my email course. So usually it's about $97, but I slashed it down to $29 because I've been getting a lot of questions in the past few weeks about, they're pretty much the same set of questions, right? So I just wanted to make the course more accessible for everybody. So that's why I slashed the price by God knows how much, like 70% or whatever. Ooh, okay, so yeah, so that's why I slashed the price by that much so that more ladies can enroll in the program and learn what they need to learn when it comes to their hair. Okay, so for those that are coming in, if you have any question relating to your hair, just type it in the comment section. Or if you have any question relating to the course, again, just type it in the comment section and I will come on here to answer those questions. Okay. All right. So yeah, so we're gonna, and also those are also gonna be watching this on the replay. So if you have any question, again, just type it in the comments, and usually I will get a notification so I can actually come and answer those questions. Or if you're a little bit shy, then you can always ask me the question. Okay, so let me just quickly go through the 7 days to moisture retention program. So it is actually an email course, right? So all text, and it is a step-by-step email program that I've designed to show you how to, stop breakage and increase moisture in your hair so that your hair can eventually grow. Because trust me, when my hair feels dry, guess what happens? It breaks, right? And if our hair breaks, like you already know what's gonna happen, right? It's not gonna retain length. It's not gonna grow, right? So we already know what's gonna happen. And again, like I said, the reason why I'm slashing the price for this program is because I've been getting pretty much the same questions over and over and over again, and usually I will send the reader to one blog post, but I know that it is just temporary, right? That obviously they're gonna come back and ask me the same question again, right? So that's why I created, the step-by-step 7 days program to dive deep into, dry natural hair and how to retain moisture in your hair, right? So there's a reason why I created this program, and there's a reason why, you know, why I am offering it for a sale, because a lot of time went into it. And I believe like if you actually have some skin in the game, you'll actually use the tips that I recommended, right? Because if I'm gonna give everything away for free, then you're just gonna read it, not do anything, and your hair of the edges. So for the growth of your edges, I know two products are very popular, right? So let me just quickly go grab the link to those products. So it's the JBCO, and you probably heard about it, the Jamaican black castor oil, and the other one is the wild goat oil, right? Wild goat oil. Okay, so let me just quickly go and grab um, the links to Jamaican. So I'm actually typing in my computer right now, so I can send you the link to be able to get the products. So the Jamaican black castor oil, or I believe you can also use any other castor oil, but this oil just seems to be very popular in terms of growing your edges back. And I actually have a blog post about how to grow your edges back. Um, so just in case the Jamaican black castor doesn't work. Okay, so let me go grab that link. And the way to use this would be to just use it twice a day, right? So you're going to use it in the morning. So you're just going to apply it on your edges and massage it in. And then you're also going to use it in the evening, right? And another way that I know like ladies would use it will be to mix it with coconut oil, right? So they would warm it up a little bit, add some coconut oil, and then just apply it on the edges. Okay, so that's the one product. And the other product, the wild goat oil, wild goat hair oil. Okay, let me go grab that link. Oh, and by the way, an FYI. So if you're on my email list, you probably know that I'm working on something really exciting, right? So rather than always sending out, all this list to products, right? Um, I'm actually working on my own product line. So if you're on my email list, you probably maybe gotten like a sneak preview to it, but more details will be released this month of August. Oh, the black castor oil. Okay, so yeah, so Keisha, so maybe you can try the other one that I just posted. So it's the wild goat oil, right? So again, so you're just gonna apply it, like on your edges and just massage it like twice a day, right? So once in the morning and once in the evening. Also, one way that I've seen ladies use it will be to mix in a little bit of coconut oil, and then you're gonna warm it up a little bit, right? And then just massage it. But obviously, you want to make sure. So let me go grab that blog post, right? So you also want to make sure though that you are taking care of your edges, right? So make sure that any hairstyle, any accessory. So right now I have this accessory on my like around my edges, but it's not tight, like it's very loose, right? So you want to make sure that any hairstyle, accessories, or anything that you do to your hair doesn't cause too much tension, right? Because I can only recommend the product, but at the same time, you also have to take care of your own hair. Okay, so I have this blog post about how to bring your edges back from exile. So pretty much how to regrow your edges. So it has, I believe it has about 5 tips on there about making sure that your edges actually go back on its own. So let me just type that in. Okay, so it's right there. Okay, perfect. All right, so let me quickly go through the 7 days to moisture retention program because registration closes tomorrow, so maybe I might even extend it another day, but we'll see. Okay, so let me quickly go a lot more emails lately about the same thing, right? Dry hair, moisture, breakage, right? And the reason why I created this program is to show ladies how to take the hair from hair to hydration because obviously it's going to take more than one blog post, it's going to take more than one email, right? Because it's a system, right, that you are going to be creating and implementing in your hair, right? Because if it's anything that we know about natural hair, it's that it gets dry, quite often, right? So, it's up to you to learn how to stop that or try to minimize it. So, okay, so I'm just gonna read to maybe two or three, sample emails that I received, right? So one says, I've read a lot of blog posts, I've watched a lot of YouTube videos, I've done a lot of research, but my very sick fossil hair doesn't want to grow long and it doesn't want to stay moisturized, right? Like, who can agree with that, right? Like, just type me in the comment section, right? If you can agree with that, right? And then the other email that I received says that my hair is actually really, really dry, right? And I've seen a lot of videos. I've tried the LCO method, the LOC method, and figure out my porosity, right? But my hair is still dry, right? So I believe in today's email, I sent out an email about porosity and about why you shouldn't always blame porosity on your dry hair, right? And another email, right, that I received says that after watching many YouTube videos, I've come to realize that most are unrealistic. And again, that's why I created this email program, right? Because obviously for me, I watch YouTube videos once in a while as well, right? And I know that, some of them are quite not practical. And so she wanted to say that it's either the product they recommend isn't available to me, or it's just, or the method is just not realistic, right? For my hair type or routine or whatever, right? And then another email that I received says that I've come to realize that buying products or even going to the hairdresser is not solving my hair problem. It's just costing me more money, right? Like who can relate with that, right? Because obviously the hair is growing out of your scalp, right? So it is up to you to make sure that your hair stays healthy. It's not up to the hair product company. It's not up to your hairstylist, right? It's up to you to make sure that your hair stays healthy, right? And then another email that I received says that I just want to stop my hair from feeling so dry, right? My hair has always been dry, and I would like to stop breakage as well and have the hair that I've always wanted, right? The hair that I've always wanted, which I believe is, manageable, moisturized hair. And another email that I received says that I really need help with my hair. It is so dry and unmanageable, regardless of how often I moisturize it, right? Regardless of how often I moisturize it, right? It is always dry and unmanageable, right? And then, and then I'm just gonna share one final email. It says, I just want to stop hiding under this wig, right? Because the hair is just so unhealthy and it doesn't look nice that sometimes we have to just hide under something, right? Under, none of us will call it what? Protective styling, right? Obviously, it's not protective styling, right? Okay, so let's see what Keisha said. Wow, LOC, LCO, OCM, what is that? OLC doesn't matter. It's like my hair is saying what you're for. Yeah. So sometimes though, yeah. So for me as well, like, so it could actually be the product you're using, Keisha, or sometimes your hair might actually need a protein treatment. So that's why in the email program, I'm going to be recommending the one protein treatment that I have found to be useful, right, in helping my hair to retain moisture, right? So sometimes our hair might need, like a bit more help, right? So yeah, so I believe Keisha can obviously relate with all those emails that I've been receiving. Okay, so now are you ready to actually slay? So someone actually said in an email, right? Like, I'm ready to slay the dry hair demon. Yeah, it's that serious. Eh? Like, okay, so who's ready to slay the dry hair demon? Like, just type me in the comment section, right? Who is ready to slay the dry hair demon? So actually, I'm gonna copy and paste it, right? And just I'm gonna copy and paste it, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, there we go. In the comment section, right? Me, right? Yeah, because trust me, dry hair, it is not a sense. Like for me personally, like when my hair feels dry, like it doesn't, make me happy, obviously, right? Okay, so let me quickly go through what the program is all about. So the 7 days moisture retention program, like I said, it is an email program. So you're going to receive one email per day over a 7 day period. And I actually created the program to show you how you can stop struggling with dry hair, right? And learn how to manage your hair so that dry hair is no longer a problem. Meaning that, let's say, 2 weeks from now or like a month from now, when your hair starts to feel dry or funny, you're gonna know what to do, right? And you're also gonna know why your hair feels dry at that particular time, right? So it's a step-by-step program that I put together to show you the technicalities of your hair, right? Because sometimes our hair might not actually be at a at a healthy state, right? So at least that way you can understand why your hair is giving you all these problems, right? So it's a very unique program, right? It's a very unique program because it doesn't like pretty much repeat what you might already know, right? So, for example, like the porosity stuff from YouTube or LC or LOC or whatever method, it is not a repeat of that, right? Because obviously, if you've been on my emails for a while or if you've been watching my lives for a while, then you know that what I teach is a little bit different from what you might have already heard, right? So it isn't a quick tip program, right? Because obviously it's a 7 day program, and the whole course it's about 22 pages long, right? So obviously it is not a quick tip, right? But it is a system, right, that you can use over and over again. So if you're looking for like a quick tip or anything, then just go check out one of my blog posts or maybe go on YouTube. But this isn't a quick tip program. And also, like another reason why I'm slashing the price, like God knows how much, like almost 80% off, is mainly because I want to convert the email course into a video. So future students will have two options. They can either get the email course or they can. Okay, so Kisha, so what do you mean by my email setup refuse to cooperate, right? So like, does my email go to your spam or whatnot, right? So here, so let me just, so you ladies, if you are on my email list, you probably seen the page already. So now let me just quickly go over what you're gonna be learning over the next 7 days after you sign up for the program. So I'm just gonna copy and paste it in the chat box, right? So number one will be just to show you the three main reasons why you constantly have dry hair, right? Like why does my hair always feel dry, right? So I'm gonna explain why, because sometimes it's always good to know the why before you can figure out the what and the how, right? So that's the very first thing that um, excuse me, that I'm gonna be covering. And then the second thing that I'm also going to be covering will be why you haven't found a solution, right, to your dry hair days, right? So you've read a lot of blog posts, you've watched a lot of YouTube videos, you've tried so many things, you've bought hair products, and still nothing, you know, is working for your hair, right? So I'm gonna explain why you still haven't found a solution to your dry hair days. Okay, and then the third thing that we are going to be going over will be okay. So Keisha, Keisha might actually find it quite funny, right? The LOC/the LCO method, right? What is the best moisturizing method for your hair, right? So for me, sometimes I use LOC, sometimes I use LCO, sometimes I just do whatever, right? Because I believe it is a technique and also it is mainly two factors, the nature of your hair and also the products that you use, right? So it doesn't really matter what method, LCO, LOC, right? Sometimes if your hair isn't at a healthy state, then it does not matter. Okay. Hi. Okay. So for those that are joining me live, if you can just type hi in the comment section, so I know that you ladies are actually watching me live and maybe even taking some notes. So again, if you have any question, just type it in the comment section. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna be going over will be to help you, right? To help you to unlearn everything that you've been told about your hair, right? So when it comes to porosity and stuff like that, right? So just just unlearn, right? Everything that you've already learned about your hair that isn't working, right? Because obviously, like, it doesn't make sense to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expect a different result, right? So let's see who's here. So Keisha is here. Volcana is here. So LOC, perfect. Okay, so let me see. So the 15th, right? So this is actually quite key, right? Because for so long I stayed away from proteins, right? I stayed away from proteins because some protein product would make my hair dry. But it wasn't until last year that I found this protein products that actually helped me to transform my hair, right? So the role of protein, right, in extremely dry hair, right? The role of protein in extremely dry hair, because for most of us, we were probably told that protein helps to strengthen your hair, while moisture helps to, help you to moisturize your hair, right? But protein also helps moisture, right? So they work hand in hand, right? So the role of no protein in extremely dry hair, right? So proteins aren't always bad. They're not always bad. Now I believe this is this is the one, so this is the one point that I received a question about this morning, right? So which is the 16, right? So I'm going to be going over the five key hair products that you need in your regimen. So in terms of the products, I'm going to be recommending some popular brands, but then at the same time, if those brands are not available in your country or your city or whatever it is that you're at, or they're too expensive, you can always change them out for something else, right? So you don't have to obviously use, that specific product, right? Because my hair personally doesn't really have a favorite product as of right now, right? So and I'm also gonna be explaining why you need each of those products, right? So why do you need them and how to use them and also when to use them, and lastly key things to look out for, right, when choosing each product, right? Okay, so let me look at the seventh point, right? So the seventh point relates to the sixth one, which is some alternative hair products, right? So just in case, whatever products that you have at home or that you went out to buy isn't quite effective as you want it to be, some alternative products that helps with moisture and hydration, right? Okay, and finally, I'm going to be showing you how. So, the last lesson, right, or the last point, it is extremely key, right? Because I think this is why, I think this is where most YouTube videos are lacking, right? Having a system, right? And by system, I mean a moisture retention regimen, right? So, not just any regimen, but a moisture retention regimen, meaning a regimen that's going to help you to retain moisture in your hair longer, right? So if dry hair and breakage is a huge problem, then obviously your regimen will be different from someone else who maybe has hair growth or volume, for example, as their hair goal, right? So yeah, so how to develop a moisture retention regimen and also habits, right, that you need to have constantly soft and moisturized hair, right? Because obviously your hair will not again, like I said, so the value of the program is only $29, even though well the price of the program right now for the next I believe 24 or 48 hours, it's only 29 US dollars, just 29 $29. So again, the offer will be available up until tomorrow evening. So I've actually had a bunch of ladies go through the course, so their testimonials and whatnot is actually on the website, so you ladies can check it out. So let me just quickly copy and paste that in the chat box here. So, so in terms of who I created it for, so again, I created the program for ladies who are struggling with their hair, right? So if dry hair has been a struggle for at least 4 weeks, right? Dry hair has been a problem at least 4 weeks. You've bought so many products, you've tried so many different things, you've watched hours and hours of YouTube videos, you've read, loads of blog posts, you've done pretty much every single thing and still nothing is working, right? So then that's the kind of people that I created the program for because I use it as well for myself as well, right? Okay, so again, like I said, it is special offer because I wanted to make the program available to as many ladies as possible, right? So hence why it is on sale for 70, yeah, so for 70% off. All right, so let me see if anybody has any question regarding their hair or even about the program. So if you have any question about the program, just type it in the comment section. And again, if you're watching this on the replay, right, again, you can still type your question in the comment section. Okay, so let's see who has a question here. So, so I believe we still have a few videos watching. Okay, so I'm planning on coming back live tomorrow evening around maybe six or seven, but I need to look into my schedule. So probably around 7 o'clock. I think that's gonna be the best time for most people, though, right? For most people. So okay. So yeah, come online tomorrow evening at around 7 p.m. So pretty much 3 hours before the program closes. All right. So it doesn't seem like we have any question right now. Okay. So ladies, thank you so much for joining me live, and I will see you in your inbox, obviously. Right. All right. Take care and enjoy the rest of your evening. Okay, so 7 is. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. 7 p.m. I think that's gonna be perfect. Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, ladies, for actually joining me live, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow evening at 7 p.m.